Hello everyone. Welcome for this environment show that we always air out every Wednesday here at UCT TV. We are here as the young people, as the youth, to make a difference because we believe that climate change affects everyone directly here in Uganda. Not only in Uganda but throughout the whole world. We know that this problem is not only for the rich, for the poor, for the young, the old, red, blue, yellow, or not. It's for everyone. That's why we are here to take action. Without waste of time, my dear viewers, you know that as the young people, you have always the mandate to share your views with us on our comment section. You tell us how we should make this show. You don't need to be shy. We are here to make a difference, as I told you. That's why the reason why we sit down here every Wednesday with the young people, with expatriates, with technical personnel, from people from the ministries to talk to us, to tell us their plan in this climate discussion, in the environment arena. What's happening down there at the grassroots, what's happening at the government sectors. We need to know this, and that's the reason why we have been powered by UCTV, that's Uganda Catholic Television, and also we are calling upon other partners to join us in this discussion, to support this conversation as we take this message down to the grassroots. Thank you, my dear viewers. Without waste of time, let me welcome my guest today. Here was join us to tell us, first to introduce herself, who she is, tell us, because the viewers there want to know, who are you, what do you do as a young person, and they are too expectant to wait to listen from you. You're most welcome. You can introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. My name is Oyera Annabel. I am apparently done with my third year final semester examinations. I was a student of Uganda Christian University doing mass communication and journalism, and I'm so grateful to be part of this communication and to be part of this discussion today about environment and climate change. Thank you.
Wow, you've heard from my guest tonight, who is called Annabel. You know, that's the reason she went to school to study mass communication, because there is something that she feels that she can advocate for. She can hire out, pass the message to someone down there who doesn't know what's happening in our country. And not only our country, I told you that we represent the whole earth. That's the planet earth that we love so much. Without really wasting our time, as I told you, our topic today is, does the youth voices matter in climate change or in the environment dialogue? Does your voice matter as a young person down there? And that's the reason why we have today invited Annabel to tell us if the youth voices matter in the climate discussion or not, and if not, what can we do about it, and what are the solutions. And that's the reason why we are here, to see if really with the youth we need to be empowered. With the youth we need to stand out. Like for her, she is using her course which she studied to contribute something, to add value to the mother earth. And she did not say that she needs first to look for a white collar job or maybe to work in the media in order for her to contribute to our country. Yes, that's why everything is possible when you use what you have to impact life in our community. That's the reason why Annabel is here to address you and tell you that your voice really matter or not. Annabel, coming back to our topic, does the youth voice matter in climate discussion? If not, what went wrong? Or why is it does not matter? Or what's really wrong that the voice cannot be heard? So tell us, does your voice as a young person, the good thing that you're a student of mass communication, does your voice matter? Or does the voice of person down there in Chigezi, in Karamoja, in Kanungu, or in Wududa, does their voice matter as a young person? Please tell us.
Thank you so very much. I think the youth voice matters so much, given that the biggest population in Uganda and in our country, it's based on youth. And so the voice of the youth should matter. And so it matters. Only that our country or our big leaders think just because they are bigger than us, they think bigger than us.
But they always tell you that you are the young people, that you are the future leaders of tomorrow. Oh, has tomorrow reached or not yet?
Actually, if not now, then there is no tomorrow. We have to start it now, so as it has to grow by tomorrow. Yeah. So I think that our voice matters. That's why I'm here. For example, most of the advocates and most of the advocates out there, they are these big people. They are the MPs, our representatives, I think 95% of the MPs and the ministers are above 50.
Yes, please.
And 5% are below 50 or 45 or 40. Yeah, and most of the leaders, we have to hear the voice of the environment because it's what we breathe, it's what we live on, it's what we depend on. For example, if I can bring this example of Chitezi, that it was a very tragic and a terrible thing in our country. And so I don't think those people, I think that area has an MP, that area has a minister, that area has leaders. And I don't think they haven't been seeing all that Kasasiro there to the point of killing people. That was so terrible. So now I think the voice matters. We have to fight for our environment. We have to fight for our climate. And we have to make, for example, me, I'm a writer. I like writing about health. But I think this week I should write about environment. So as the voice, our voices should be heard by the government. It shouldn't be at the center, only at the center of the government, only at the big people, because we all live in a country. We have love for our country. And our country is made, we are the pearl of Africa. And the climate describes us, the environment around us. We have to plant trees. We have to mind about the plastic. What can I call it? Plastic what? Littering, what? Yeah. Yeah. So really, our voice matters. And I think every youth there, every young child there, every young personnel there should stand up for the country concerning the environment. For example, sometimes you reach the market. Some markets are really weird. I was passing in some market some time back. You see, someone buys something, litters there. That's not the love for our country. So we have to begin with us and the educated people. You have to talk to the people in the villages. You have to talk to the uneducated people. So our voice should really matter, and really it matters. I have a feeling there will be some change after this topic and after this session of today.
Okay, Annabel, you spoke of that the young people's voices matter. And I've loved the fact that you say that you're a writer, which is very good. Now, just taking back like a flashback of what happened with the young people yesterday when they went to the street advocating that stop ECO. That's the East African crude oil pipeline, the ECO project, which is happening. So now with that, do you think that the young people are using a wrong procedure of communicating, of uplifting their voices to the government, or maybe there is a way out? As you say that the young people, maybe they should stop going to the street and maybe demonstrating about the issues that are pressing them, or what they envision that might occur in future. Because the oil project that everyone, yes, they're happy, they are interested in knowing what's happening in regards to the oil. But now, what do you think that the young people should do in order for their voices to be heard? As you say, they're right. Should they come back to the lane where maybe they should start writing articles in newspaper on their social media handles, or stop posting information on TikTok which does not add value, does not build themselves. Or what can these young people really do? Or maybe, as you the writer, can they join you, teach them how to write, how to communicate? As now I just know that since they have done mass communication, it means they are a media personality who is able to communicate to the public there. What can these young people do in order to stop this arrest that we have seen yesterday? Some of them have been arrested by police, and we know that, after they have arrested you, you know what takes place there, and all those procedures, someone being locked out. So what can these young people do really in order for their voices to be heard?
Okay, thank you so much. Youth protesting, really, sometimes it brings them to danger. There are so very many ways that we can make our voices heard through electing and voting and looking for young leaders that are briefed about this. And by that, sometimes we have to, like, for example, the youth, I think 90% of the TikTok, Instagram, and these social media platforms, 90% of the videos are made by youth.
Yeah,
so the youth should make some videos, should record some videos about what they need to be changed, and they should give them to those people with a higher following. Yeah, to make it be seen by the entire world, entire country, entire people, like to be seen by those big people up there. Yeah. And instead of, like, before, sometimes people talk but then they are not heard and they resort to protesting.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And protesting, so most of the times protesting has led to most people being led into prison, being caught, being beaten, being brutalized, being actually embarrassed in public.
Yeah.
So I say we should use social media appropriately, and we should take advantage of today's technology, like today's advanced technology. We should record videos like this. We should write, like me, I'm a writer. If I really see that there are some videos on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, on very many social media platforms, if I see that there are some useful videos there and the people up there, like people in power, are not doing anything about it, I'm going to write a story about it. And that story, like, for example, that story will be published in the print media, in the newspaper. And most of the times, young people do not read newspaper. Instead, higher people and old people read. So if the MP out there is reading this article and says, this should be done, really, I think there will be change. Yeah, there will be some change instead of protesting. Still, I have a feeling it's not the youth's fault to protest. Sometimes it's the condition. Yeah, the conditions of talking, and they are not heard. So they resort to protesting. Still, I put the blame on us, and I put the blame on the people bigger than us and higher than us. So the way forward, we should use social media platforms appropriately, and we should use them like the way they should be used. If someone can dance, and people are learning how to dance from that video that has millions of likes and following and what, why can't we make an environmental change video, or a climate change video, or a future change video? Yeah, that if we can make it, and that can be followed by many people, can be liked, people can learn. I like some videos on TikTok where some people are teaching us, if you haven't gotten a job, you can do this. You can bake. You can do this. Yeah, those are the videos that are useful and that are really productive. So I think they should use the social media, and still they should make out those videos, and they should talk and choose those young leaders to talk for them. Yeah.
Oh, that has been awesome. That Annabel, our communication specialist, who is a young person, she's a youth, is telling you that your voice matter. but it depends the way how you channel it.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we don't want the young people to suffer being arrested doing this when they are doing the rightful things. As always, it says that if you want to keep something from an African, put it on a book and hide it in a book.
Exactly.
You will definitely hide it from an African. And we are tired with all those says that have been brought by very many people, told by our elders. The youth are disorganized, the youth are confused. No, but we say that there's something we can do. And that's the reason why we have brought Annabel, we have invited her to tell us how can we do this, because we don't want to see that almost the 75% of the young people that we have in this country are always being arrested for doing rightful things when they are disorganized. So without waste of time, we are just going for a short commercial break, then we will be back. Thank you very much.
UCTV, good news for all.
Support the Uganda Catholic Television with MTN Momo. Step 1. Dial star 165 star 3 hash. Step 2. Enter merchant code 180572. Step 3. Enter any amount from 500 Uganda shillings. Step 4. Pay using MTN mobile money. Step 5. Enter PIN code and send. Step 6. You will receive a confirmation text for supporting the Uganda Catholic Television.
I am Father Son Augustine Masbreka, bring you inspiration quotes on this UCTV, and don't miss good news for all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Flavia Kunihira. I'm the Publicity Officer for Caritas Uganda. Caritas was founded in 1958. Our mandate is to coordinate the mission of charity in the Catholic Church, effectively build the capacity of the Caritas departments in the dioceses to respond to the needs of the poor, influence government policies in favor of the poor and marginalized, as well as mobilize resources to continue serving and improving the lives of the poor in the country. Join us for Caritas Focus on UCTV.
Ronaldo down in the area, penalty!
Don't miss the Sports Link on UCTV. Catch us every Monday to Friday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. as we take you into the thrilling world of sports in football.
And Messi! Thuram! Mbappe!
Saka shoot, deflects in, Arsenal have the lead!
Netball,
Nasanga taking the shot, and look at that exceptional steal.
motorsports, boxing, swimming, and much more. UCTV Sports Link with Samgenza Mustafa. Only on UCTV. Good news for all.
UCTV, good news for all.
Welcome back, my dear viewers, wherever you are. I know that you are set right now, seated on your television, watching us, sharing this agenda, because it's not our own personal initiative, but it's both you and I that we can make a difference. As I always tell you that you can do something for this Mother Earth, and that's the reason why, if I know I cannot maybe go and make briquettes, maybe I have an idea how to make briquettes. If I know that I don't have maybe this financial resource, I have someone whom I can lobby, who can contribute to the development of this country, or for the change of things the way maybe they're handled in regards maybe to waste management, or maybe to drought or famine in this country. And that's the reason why we always invite ideas from every part of this world, so that we can share this idea and make good use of it. That's the reason why we are here every Wednesday. We are still getting back to our topical discussion with Annabel. Since he said that the young people's voices matter in environment discussion, and I say that, how should we channel it? Are we using the wrong way to channel our voices? And she said no, we need just to see a way how we can communicate through using our social media handles. We know that she said that the 90% of the young people are in social media, and nowadays if you want to find the young people, go to social media. They will always be present. But which message are we communicating? That's the reason why we need these people to tell us how can we communicate our messages in regards to environmental initiative, environmental practices, environmental policies. We have very many things which in places that we can communicate. All right then, Annabel, now you've said that the young people's voices matter and they need really to use the social media handles to this and that. But to find still that if right now statistically I can tell you that the young people who are involved in the environmental discussion, people who are involved, you find that we still have like only like 5% of the people who are trying to do something. What can the government really do to uplift the spirit? Because we know that there are others down there at the grassroots levels, who are down there in the villages, and they are doing certain things that also they contribute to protecting our Mother Earth. But sometimes they don't know. You find someone is making a briquette because he feels that he needs to, since the policies around their place in the community, they say no one should cut a tree or what. Then he says, let me maybe make my briquettes. And he doesn't know that this charcoal briquettes is helping him or her as a young person, first of all, to protect, conserve the environment. Secondly, he or she can use also these charcoal briquettes to get some money and turn this small initiative that has started to a green enterprise. So what can the government now do to help these young people here who are still ignorant, who doesn't know what they are doing, what to do? What do you think that the government can do really to help these young people?
Yeah, thank you so very much. I would like to start by asking you something.
Yes, please.
Do we have any run in environment?
Yes.
Have you people prepared or organized any run before?
Yes.
Yeah. So
there is also this Sunday we have the Green Festival. That's by Little Ants Go Green in the Uma ground, and that's I've talked with Joseph Masemba, and he said that every child who will come there, they will make sure they get a fruit tree seedlings for them to go and plant at home. And not only that, they are trying to reach out also to schools to give them to practice those initiatives. And not only that, there is also just last month Tree Adoption Uganda organized a climate run for the young people. And all these initiatives, I think, that have been put in place as a campaign to set out the voices for our environment. And not only that, even this year, as Youth Go Green, they are organizing one of the biggest run in Uganda.
I know that.
You know that.
Yeah.
You know that.
It will be in October, I think.
Yes, but this time we are putting it on November 24th at Kololo, because we feel that Kololo is the real ideal place that brings every young person in this part of this country. And so the ball is up to you.
Yeah.
Tell us, take us, explore
why
more.
I brought it. Yeah, just like I want to bring an example, a live example of these musicians. When they are coming in Uganda, or when our local musicians have concerts, they advertise.
Yes, please.
On each and every social media platform, be it televisions, be it on the social media platforms in our phones, everywhere. And actually, when some people are having meetings, when some people are talking, they normally remind people, the public, about those, like through advertising, through talking about them, through talking about the results that will come up after that. So that's why I'm bringing this. I think each and every coming up festival or celebration or anything or runs, these runs, like we have, like for example this Youth Go Green run.
Yes.
It's already in November 24th. But you can see I didn't know. So we have to advertise it for the public to participate and exercise in it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't only what can I call it? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to
Yeah.
cut
We
that.
go on.
I think it doesn't only favor you, or it doesn't only, what can I
like
say? Benefit you.
Yeah,
Good.
benefit
Yeah.
me, like my personal interest.
It doesn't only benefit you, but it also benefits us as the country, Uganda, and everyone here. So they should be advertised in advance. They should be advertised. Like for example, I like this thing on televisions, Taso Butonde. You can see, at least everyone knows that now, because it was over advertised. It's on each and every social media platform. It's on almost each and every television out there. It's channeled. So each and every run about climate and environmental change should be always advertised. They should always put them on social media platforms. They should channel them on each and every platform and televisions.
Sustainable development run every year, like Little Ants Go Green, the Tree Adoption Uganda, Third Foundation, all they are doing this. So, but people are still saying that these campaigns that they are organizing only in Kampala and is only benefiting the people of Kampala. But still, what now the people down there, I told you, like in Kanungu, in Karamoja, in Bushenyi, in West Nile, Arua, Yumbe, how can they benefit the young people who are there with this campaign and these messages? Because they say that these are the city things, all the urban campaigns, but for them, they don't feel like it benefits them. So what can we do really to know that also those ones in your village there can benefit? Maybe they can get the message, because I understand that nowadays in Uganda, at least I believe that every part of Uganda nowadays has a radio station, and there are also those community radios that you find someone maybe advertising something, their local products, also maybe announcing the village meetings. So what can we do really in regards of helping these people who are down there also to get these messages of concern regarding environment?
Exactly. Here I'm still going to support media. Almost in each and every district out there has a radio, and those big cities, in each and every region we have cities. Those cities have televisions. So there should be a promotion of awareness campaigns about the environment, and those campaigns should be made locally. Like for example, in schools, in primary schools, leaders, maybe regional leaders or district leaders or area, like local leaders, on apart from the district leaders, we go to those LOCs. LOCs should also be aware, and they should talk to young people, maybe reaching out to schools, primary schools, secondary schools, to talk about those awareness campaigns. And people can exercise in it, because it's rare. People will be excited, and young people will be excited to exercise in it, to also get involved in that new thing. It seems new, though it's not new, because really protecting environment is not a new case. It has been ongoing. It's still there. It will always be there
since the Garden of Eden. God started with Adam and Eve.
Exactly.
And gave them a mandate to protect the garden.
So protecting environment, actually, it's protecting your life. Protecting environment, it's protecting your life. I'll still bring the scenario of Chitesi. Is it the way they pronounce it? Chitesi, If the higher people, like the government, protected, or if the government minded about that kasasiro, people's lives would also be protected. So protecting our environment also brings us to protecting our lives. Love your environment, love your surrounding, and you're going to love your life and your health. As a person who loves health, I think that's why I support this thing. Folks, if you cut trees, how will you, really, the drought will lead to famine will lead to death. Really, we should really exercise in.
Someone will say that the reason why I'm cutting this beautiful tree, because I don't have firewood, or maybe say that I don't have what to cook with. And you find the person is really busy cutting down. But again, when drought comes, they will start saying government to yam.
What will they cook? Yeah, they are cutting down trees for cooking. But then when the trees are done, the drought will come. When the drought will come,
they will cry, government to yam. Government should come in, where they start blaming the government. But will it be the government maybe who are sent them to cut down?
Sometimes we overblame the government, not knowing that ignorantly maybe it starts with us.
Yes.
Yeah, it starts with us. So we should first change our surrounding. We should first love our surrounding. That will make us actually keep alive and keep loving our souls. Yeah.
Yes, as she has said that one of the greatest things that I always tell you, that ignorance is the greatest disease that has killed very many Africans, because so they don't know what to do. It's just what we did last time during the time of World Environmental Day in Sironko and Kapchora, whereby when we went there to the community, we educated people, we told the people the impact, what they can benefit from the tree and what kind of tree add value to them. We were surprised that out of the 5 million trees that went with in Sironko and Kapchora, we did not even make an announcement that the community should come and pick these tree seedlings. But because of the added value, we have told them how this tree add value to them, how this tree help them in the society. Like for instance, they never knew that this tree really, it absorbs the rate of emissions. It helps man. It gives us the freshness to breathe. That's the reason why some other people leave always Kampala every weekend and go to their villages. Why? And you hear someone say, I've gone to take what? To at least have a fresh breath. Because of what? They feel like Kampala is too contaminated, is too polluted. And by the time someone goes there, and he doesn't know that the absorption rate that right now we get from this tree is over 28 kgs annually. And that's the reason why I don't know if you've heard of the concept about the carbon credit. Have you ever heard of that?
I've ever.
Yes. That's the reason why right now, concepts like that carbon credit are coming on board. Things like just transition are coming on board. And I don't know now, when you speak this language to the layman there, he will not understand. He will say, what are you speaking? But that's why you say that we need to reach out to these young people. But now, which kind of language do they understand our message? Should we translate this into local languages, or we train the LCs, as you say, involvement of the local council and all that, so that they come on board? So should the government train these LCs, or maybe train these youth leaders with some of these ideas that are in place, so that they are able, because for them they have that direct attachment with the local people, with the community, with the village, so that at least they can speak this language that someone can embrace. That's the problem? Because when you're talking about ignorance, ignorance is something which is too big.
It's big.
Because we believe that someone can know about something, but you cannot know about everything.
Yeah.
There is certain things that you know which I don't know. So how can we help that person who doesn't? Because I might speak my English about carbon credit, and you say, what are you speaking? What do you mean about carbon credit?
If you've never heard seen it. Yeah.
So what can we do really that to help these people to understand this language of the environment?
Yeah, thank you. So coming back to our villages, let me go back to the villages deep down.
Yeah.
Each and every village on earth, I think, each and every village in Uganda has the LC1 that speaks the same language as they speak. They have those people also have the MPs
Yes.
that speak the same language. So here, me and you,
Yes.
we won't come out of the blue, or we won't just make a campaign of both of us and go deep down in maybe in Kabale.
Yes.
Speaking English and conquest when people are not aware. We have to pass through their district MP. After the MP, maybe the LC5. Yeah, then after the LC5, the area councillors.
Yes.
So what we are going to discuss with them, the campaign that we are carrying out, they are going to make their community aware of that. And people are going to come, and those people, we are going to talk, but those people are going to talk what we've talked about, or they're going to translate that and deliver the communication that we are, the communication that we are trying to make those people consume. So really, I think it's going to start within us youth. Then the youth, we are going to make this to be like, I don't know.
Yeah, to make it viral,
yeah,
the message be got by the whole community.
By the whole community, but starting with their leaders. That's why in the old leaders we should include the youth.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think we have youth MPs.
Yeah, the youth MPs. There is National Youth Council.
Those people should be aware of what we want, of what we are talking about, and actually among the issues that are being tackled, we should also include the environmental and climate change, because it's also actually it's key. Yeah.
And that's why in my primary definition of environment, my primary teacher told me that environment is man and its surrounding.
Yeah.
So destroying the environment means I've destroyed myself.
You be destroying yourself actually.
I've destroyed myself. So with Annabel, in just now these few minutes, I just want you to send your recommendation or your last message or remark to the young person who is there, what they should do, how they can communicate. If, as you say, you're a writer, should they start writing in their local languages, translating this English language of climate change or the environment into their local language that everyone can understand in Kabale, in Bushenyi? So just give us your last remark to the young people who are there watching you.
Yeah, finally, my fellow young people and my fellow Ugandans, we can use our social media platforms well. By using this, everyone is going to be aware of what message we are delivering to them, and we should mind about our surrounding. You have to love yourself first, and then you spread love and positive love to everyone around you. So what you're going to do, we are going to mind about our surrounding. When you mind about your surrounding, you be minding about yourself. You be caring about yourself, your family, your loved one. So you have to use those social media platforms. Reach out to your youth MPs and actually your leaders in your villages, in your towns, in your areas, and everywhere. You're going to reach out to them, tell them about what you're going to talk about, what you need specifically about the environment and climate change. It's our life and it's our health. And a good health is a good mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Annabel. That was from Annabel, our guest of today. She is telling you, as a young people, as a young person down there, you need to safeguard our planet Earth, because it's a matter of collective actions between ourselves, amidst us in our country. We need a collective action to safeguard our planet in order to secure our rights. That's the reason why the government say that they're securing your future. But your future starts with you by making something, contributing something that you know that impact your life and also the diversity around you. That's the reason why we have this show every Wednesday from 8 to 9 on live on UCTV. Then also those ones who would have missed our show, our conversation on the TV, can go to our YouTube page, which the conversation starts from 9 to 10. You can catch us there. You can get this information. Share it on your social media handles. Share it with your friends on your group. You can't miss this, because this message is for everyone. It's not for I alone or for the management of the UCT TV alone, but for every Ugandan and every African, every white person in Europe, in America, Antarctica, all that. They need this message, because the issue of environment is not only for Uganda, but is for the entire planet Earth. That's the reason why we are here every Wednesday. We are there to share ideas. We are here to articulate things that we can do for our country. That's the reason why J.F. Kennedy, the former president of United States of America, said that you should not ask what your country should do for you, but you should ask yourself what you can do for your country. That's why, as a young person, ask yourself what you can do for your community, for your environment, because there is a lot of wealth when you safeguard environment. Is not only the wealth of money, but the wealth of health and also the wealth around you. That's the reason why I've reached at a time where I should tell you that, please, thank you very much for keeping us unlocked on your television and listening to our views. We urge you that you can share your thoughts on our comment section there on the YouTube page. Send for us. Tell us how we should make this show, how we should involve other people, even the people maybe whom you feel that we need to bring them on board. We can also try to reach out to them to be here and share their thoughts in regards to the environment and climate change. We are here to make things happen. We are not here just to say something, but to speak a word that everyone can hear and adhere to and change their life. That's the reason why we call every partner, we call everyone, all the CSOs, all the NGOs, the government. Please, you can come out and reach to us and also advertise with us to support this show in order for this show to reach out to every part of this world. Thank you very much. See you next time. I remain your host, Dickens Ochero. Bye-bye.
UCTV. Good news for all.